One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Blues of Orlando taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Another rundown for Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Go.
Now it's Fields.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11. Right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that.
Here we go.
Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Right.
Fields now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Right.
Up the middle they go.
Barton. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Right.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. down here, Santos, to kick this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Blues are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Yeah, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barton.
To about the 40-yard line. The Bears had 10-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
There he goes, left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he will have a touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here we go, son.
2nd and 10.
All right.
Out of the gun, Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
35.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return is Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a third and inches. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again is Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Barton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with it. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he's going to burn his way down to about the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Scott. Chip square. It's all right.
And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Flush to his right. A strong running. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11th.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get it inside the 20. Escapes the defender. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's Fields. And he fends him off. Buying time to his left. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger
touchdown, Bears! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they'll shift things around. Now it's Nwangu. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In motion right, that's Hardman. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. He'll find Nwangu underneath. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Blues are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dorrance Armstrong able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And an
excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
11 yards on the pickup there.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Blues.
Ready.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Alert. Alert.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go, son.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Shreds the tackle.
Taken down at the 42.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Easy. Son.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barton.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Here's Fields.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go, son.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Go.
Now Fields. That is caught. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Good for a Chicago Bears.
is on Fields.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here we go.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
He's back to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side.
Barton.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go.
Now 1st and goal.
You got what? You got to
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year back knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one from my nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
First throw in overtime by Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action, Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Go.
Play action. It's Fields. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defended